Hey guys, welcome back to Ed's Garage. Today I want to try out some awesome new floor mats from ev-vita.store, as well as a cargo mat. Just got these delivered and they look really good. Can't wait to get them inside the vehicle and show you what they look like. It's a website where you can buy accessories for your electric vehicle. Not just IONIQ 6 or IONIQ 5 or Hyundai products, but all sorts of different brand names. So if you know how, if you got friends or family or whatever that have a Mustang Mach-E, tell them to check out this website. And if you want to get a bit of a discount on your purchase from ev-vita.store, use the discount code EDSGarage. Just all one word, no space, just all caps, and you'll get a bit of a discount. It depends on the product that you purchase as far as what discount percentage you get, but it's worth giving a shot. And don't forget, you can also use the Ed's Garage discount code at other vendors as well. So things like Electron on Amazon may give you a discount with Ed's Garage. Wheelhaven.com, where you can buy wheels and tires, you can get discounts there with Ed's Garage, as well as A2Z. If you buy a charger or something like that, or an adapter on A2Z, try the Ed's Garage discount code. You'll find that helps in many circumstances. Anyway, without further ado, let's try out the trunk mat first, and then we'll go ahead and put the mats in the vehicle and see what those look like. All right, here is the the dirty trunk. It needs a cleaning. It wasn't the greatest weather today. Haven't had a chance to clean things up. But you know what? It's things like this. This is why you want to have a trunk mat. So it's easier to clean. So you can pull the mat out and just shake it off. This sort of thing, this sort of stuff, unfortunately sticks to the carpet quite well. So I'm going to have to get the vacuum out and clean that properly. But I'm going to go ahead and put the trunk mat in for now, just to see what it looks like. I'll spare you the details about cleaning it any further here. But without further ado, let's get the trunk mat in there. All right, so it's kind of hard to tell, but the texture is kind of a rubberized material. This looks quite reminiscent of the premium mats that you can get directly from Hyundai Canada. These are way less expensive. So let's throw this in and see what it looks like. Oh yeah. All right, so that's going to take a little bit to flatten out. Probably needs a good hot day or two, but have a look. Fits perfect. Yeah, so I can see it's bubbling up a little bit in the center, but that's just because it needs to heat up and relax a little bit. Now, the one thing I did notice was that this kind of completely negates the handle to get underneath the floor, and it's such a tight fit. There we go. There we go. You can still get under the floor, but just keep that in mind. It is a very, very tight fit, which honestly is good if you're concerned about, any liquids or whatever spilling over the edges. This is a nice tight fit all the way around, and it's got that little raised edge. Good material as well. So you notice they actually have a little section here. It's a little square. You can cut this out if you want. That gives you access to the tab, or even just put a small slit right in here so you can access that tab easy. So I'll probably do that. I'll cut a little slit into here so that I can have that tab sticking out a little bit easier, a little bit better. All right, but otherwise, yeah, I like it. It's a lot better than the old Saab mat that I had sitting in there. I've had that Saab mat for almost 20 years. So it's kind of nice to finally get a mat that's properly designed for the vehicle. Anyway, let's try the floor mats. All right, so before I put the mat in, I just want to show you, there is a couple of hooks right here. So any good mat is going to have the holes that allow the hooks to grab onto that so that it doesn't allow it to slide. So let's check to see how good those mats install and how much coverage they offer. Now, the mats that I took out of here, they were pretty good. So EV-Vita has got a little bit of competition here. Let's see if the EV-Vita mats look better, and I'll just be the judge of it. The ones that I had in there, they didn't look that good, but they had pretty decent coverage. All right, let's get the mat out of the box. I think this is the right one. All right, so same sort of material, and you can see it actually has the factory style eyelets here for the hooks. So right off the bat, that is better than the mats that I took out. The mats that I took out had holes here, but they weren't the actual proper designed eyelets. Okay, so one thing I noticed right off the bat, these holes initially seemed like they were a little bit too close together. So I kind of had to stretch it a bit to get it onto this other hook. But that forced this to flatten out, which is nice. It has the sort of section here where your feet rest. It covers definitely higher than my old mat, so this goes a little higher. And we have about a good 1.5 inches of rise on the side there, as well as this side here. And then about 3/4 inch rise on the back. So that should stop any fluid and whatnot from landing on there. Now, as far as the grippiness, don't mind my slippers. I am in my garage after all. And yeah, that's pretty grippy. I'm just moving my foot in my slipper. So it's a really nice mat, actually. All right, I imagine you can agree with me that the passenger side is not really necessary to show. So I'm going to go ahead and put in the back mat, because that could be where a mat fails just based on the design of the floor in the back. So let's get that in next. All right, the back mat is installed. You can see we have very good coverage all the way around. And the thing I was worried about was how well the cutout was for the center console. And it's actually pretty good. And even the little raised bit of floor right over here is accounted for. And then a good lip all the way around to stop fluids. So I find that these mats are actually very, very similar to the premium mats from Hyundai Canada, Hyundai US. But these are much, much less expensive, and they're easily as good a quality. I would definitely recommend these mats to anyone. As a matter of fact, one of the most common companies you've seen out there has a pretty big problem, I find anyway, with the sides of the mat falling in over time. Let's just say the name ends with tech. But anyway, what I've found over my years of selling cars is that when I get a vehicle in that's had those mats installed for a few years, often, depending on the model, like not all of them do it, but sometimes what you'll find is that the sides, so basically right around here, are kind of starting to fall in. So they get too hot, and because they're kind of straight up and down, they can kind of bow in a bit, and it looks really bad having that sort of that rubber kind of sticking out here. So these ones, you'll notice they're kind of up on an angle, and they're not actually going to do that. They don't have that problem. So I would recommend these over that brand any day. In any case, glad you watched this video and got this far. Hope you liked the video. And if you're looking to purchase some nice floor mats for your IONIQ 6, check out www.evida.store. And don't forget to use the Ed's Garage discount code. Links will be in the description below as well. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.